What is up guys, Brix here back with week 22 of Building Minas Tirith in Lego. This week I'm going to be working on some of the walls like I didn't get a chance to do last week. So without further ado, make sure to please drop a like and subscribe as it really does help out the channel. We'll get right into this week's segment. As you can see, I've made a start on this bit of wall down here, so that's going to come up pretty much all the way and kind of make that shape, and I'm going to have a little staircase coming up and then the towers and stuff in this kind of area here. I don't know quite how I'm going to do it yet. I'm probably going to take this out so I can obviously move it out of the way, but my girlfriend is helping me, so she might make an appearance this week. But that's that so far. As you can see, I've started that area again, adding in this section. I still don't have the wall built, but that's going to go higher up, as you can see. So I've kind of added this. It's kind of really difficult to film this bit, but I've added some arches in. I can take it off actually, but just a few details on that. I'm going to put black behind that, I'm pretty sure. I could leave it open, because like some buildings like that on there, you can see through, you know what I mean? So I could leave that like that, because I'm probably going to fill it in with just one of them white panels anyway, but I like how that looks nonetheless. I've come up with this design instead of the brick, because it's a little bit chunky. It's just a little bit detailed, but I'm going to try and build as much of these as I can. It's pretty self-explanatory, and then these are going to go up at the angle, if you know what I mean, and then be higher up as well. So I've just got my girlfriend building some of those up, and there's your little template, because I'll need probably about 10 or 11, but I've probably got the parts to do maybe 5 or 6 while I come up with how I'm actually going to do this kind of next section. So that's going to be really helpful. So I've actually taken this section out and started working on this. I know I need another slope in there, obviously, and a 1x1, but that is probably the best I'm going to be able to do. As you can see the picture on screen, it comes up. I think the top bit looks great, but it's kind of hard to get this level. I was thinking about putting like a 1x6 across like that, if you know what I mean, to kind of cover it somehow. I don't know how, but I think that looks a little better, but I'm not too sure. I'm going to leave that down to you guys below, because I can always change it. It's always something I can do. So then there's obviously this kind of bit like this that comes around here. So I'm going to go ahead and build that up to like a similar height as this, and then I'll be back once I have done that. As you can see there, I've made some more progress. The columns, I've obviously run out of white, so I've had to do them in colours for now, which is kind of annoying because it really takes away from what it's really going to look like. Managed to get a little bit of roof in here. I'm never really a fan of the sand green, but it doesn't look like bluish grey. So, I mean, sand green's one of my favourite Lego colours, but with white, I just don't think it looks brilliant. But I don't think it looks too bad. I don't know why this piece won't stay flat there. I think it's hooked under something, and I've had to put a plate over that so it fits. It's a little bit annoying. But this is going to be like another little domed piece like this. But it's going to be like a tower, if you will, coming up here. So it's going to go like that basically. So all this should be a lot more forward, but obviously I don't have too much room, so I'm just going to build it on top of this. But I think that looks pretty good nonetheless. As you can see, I've started work on this second building. It's just the exact same as those two. I've just done it lower down basically. This wall was kind of blank in the actual film. It was just kind of just a normal wall, and I couldn't really do what I've done here, set it back so there's detail. So this isn't accurate, but I think it looks pretty good. Like, neither of those two are accurate either, but I'm pretty happy with how that looks nonetheless. Just about found enough black. Again, I'm gonna have to order some black bricks because I'm literally salvaging. It's getting ridiculous at this point. As you can see, I've added a bit of a tower on there. That is the best I can kind of do with the space that I have. I have decided to extend this out by 2 studs, so it'll cover this gap, because that's where we are joining each section. It's on the joint. So if I extend this out by 2 studs, it will cover this gap, and the whole tower will kind of cover the gap as well. But I like the tower nonetheless. It's pretty close to this picture. As you can see, there's going to be another bit on top and then a little dome. I can't fit like 4 windows in that and 3 in that, because it's just not possible with Lego, really. I mean, I tried 3, but it just looks silly. I'd have had to just go wider and then make that everything a bit bigger, you know what I mean? So I managed to get 2 in that and then 1 in that, and I think it looks pretty good. It's good enough detail anyway. I know, you know, you could just leave the gap open, have a big window like that door is there, but I've decided to put some in behind it just for another little bit of detail. So I think it's pretty good.
I'm not 1,000,000% happy with it, but I think it is the best I'm going to really get for this. So I'm going to extend this out and then put that on properly, and then we'll see how that looks. As you can see, I've started extending that. That corner is what I'm on about, with it closing that gap. Just because of the way I've done it, I did it a bit silly when I built it. Like, there's a massive gap there. Don't know why I did it like that, but that's just closed that up basically, and it's all nice and strong in there. And I'll just use another one of these there, so I'm gonna have like 4 or 5 windows instead of the 3 that I had, which is not an issue. I think it's just more detail really when you think about it. I might put a small window in down here or something, maybe like a small door potentially, with a little step, but I think for now this is looking pretty good, and it's all nice and strong too. I've just had to literally just peel it out. Basically you get a brick and just twist it and it just comes out straight away basically. But yeah, with that done, I've not actually added in any windows on this side. I'm going to put some vines and stuff going on there. That's basically going to sit on like that. If I can kind of balance it, I think that looks a lot better than it did really. I should have done that in the first place, because A, I've fixed a problem here, and B, it's bigger and then it gets smaller, which makes sense really, if that makes sense. It's pretty late now, so I'm going to call it quits for today, and come back in the morning and try and figure out how I'm going to get this on without using too many jumper plates and things like that, and then what I'm going to do for the next bit as well, and then try and connect it all in, because it's going to be half a stud offset to the wall, which obviously isn't ideal. I could just kind of just put it on with loads of jumper plates at the bottom, try connect it at the top or into the wall, but it's going to run across anyway, or just try and build it in, but again that's a bit of a hard thing I suppose. But I like that for the minute, so I'm going to leave that there for tonight.
So unfortunately that does pretty much wrap it up for this week's segment. I'm really happy with the progress that I was able to get done. Obviously that building I think looks pretty good. I give it like a 7 out of 10 I'd say, compared to some of the other buildings that I have been able to get done. As I'm trying to get it really accurate, and with Lego sometimes that's not always possible, so I have done the best I can, I would say. Next week I'm going to be continuing with this. Basically I think it's just what I can do is just continue with that. So if you like this week, check out next week obviously, and I'll probably see you next week. So without further ado, listeners, please drop a like and subscribe, as it really does help out the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Take care guys.